today to talk to you about wedges and wedge fitting. You'll notice with these two wedges I have a 60 and a 56 degree. They are both the same length. The only difference is two things. One, the loft difference, and two, the bounce difference. You'll notice one is 12 and one is 8, and that's the angle between the back edge and the leading edge of each of these clubs. Notice the 60 degree is fairly flat and the 56 degree has got more bounce on it, which is much better out of the bunker because this is the edge you want to hit. The back edge is where you want to hit the sand when you're playing a bunker shot, and the 60 degree wedge is more off the tight grass, so you can definitely see the difference in that bounce. Another factor when you're buying wedges off your local performance golf professional is two things. One, the lie angle here, and two, the length of the club. If I just put this on here, you'll notice the influence that this will take. This is representing the ball flying at 90 degrees to the club face. And if I put it flat on the ground, you'll notice that when the club is flat on the ground at impact, the ball flies fairly straight. If I swing the golf club and I have an influence that I land on the toe of the club, notice the golf ball will fly, have an influence to the right, and if I land on the heel, it'll go to the left. Now, two things that you need to remember here that you can't fix during your golf swing, and that's to try and land it flat without the lie angle and the length being fitted by your local golf pro. If it's landing on the toe of the club, what has to happen is, one, the lie angle needs to be flatter, and two, it needs to be longer to compensate for that, and the opposite is true when it's landing on the heel. One important thing to remember is, if you do have an influence that lands on the toe of the club and the ball flies to the right, if you go to your golf professional and get a golf lesson, or you go to your local even a friend or a member, he or she will say, hey, you need to use your hands and turn your club in to make sure you square the club up. What happens then, yeah, the ball goes fairly straight, but it will de-loft this 60 degree wedge. You don't want that because distance control in wedge play is very important. So remember, when you're buying wedges, you need to be fitted off your local golf professional with Performance Golf to make sure you get the lie angle and the length correct, so when this club face is square on the ground, the ball flies straight.